Hi there. Today we are going to do a micro biochar reactor. A micro biochar reactor. So, what do you need for that? Well, I will show you what you need, and I will also explain some of the uses for of biochar. And I think some uses you might not know. So. I need this thing here, and you will also need a little container, metal container, a little metal container, and a little hole in it. Okay, that's what we will use, and we will also make two products today. The first product we are going to make is charred wood. So here you have, I have some dry, rotten, is very dry, but it's like soft, you know, when wood rots it gets soft. So this is one raw material that we will use, and we will also use another kind of raw material. So the other raw material that we will use is jeans fabric. Just old jeans. You can use cotton, any type of cotton fabric for this. Yes. Time to lit the fire. So we are preparing the fire. And this type of fire starting procedure I have showed in another video. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. So let's give this some time to catch, and we will go through the. Now you don't need this type of fireplace. This is a portable fireplace. You can make you just need a hot fire. So here we have our empty container, and we will make both the this fabric and the wood in the same batch. I hope that will work. I think so. So we just cut this fabric, cut it up like this. But what you need to think about is it needs to be loose, so you cannot pack this container. It should be just loose like this, like that. And then we take the wood and we cut that up to and then we put this 3 pieces or 4 pieces in here like that. Then we have just like this, loosely, not stacked, just stacked, not packed together. And then we close the lid like that. And it's important now that you have this hole here, because the gases needs to escape, otherwise it will pop open. Biochar is it's actually a fantastic material. You can use it for all types of applications. In the metal industry, for example, to reduce the amount of fossil coal in the steel making process. Because to make carbon steel like this is carbon steel, the same as this axe, carbon steel. The carbon is often in this industrial process. The carbon is comes from fossil sources down. It's dug up from the ground. So, if we can replace the coal, the fossil coal, and replace it with coal from wood and bio-based sources, this caught fire. Okay, now we'll add this container. You recall we put jeans fabric, which is cotton. We put some wood in here. Now we'll place this here on top of the fire. What you will see soon starting to happen is that gases will begin to come out from this little hole here. So now the interior here of this container is heating up. And it's heating up and reaches very high temperatures. And eventually the material inside start to a process which is called torrefaction takes place. And since this container is sealed, there is no oxygen coming in. So that means it cannot be any flames. Now you see gases are starting to form here. See, gases are coming out. So the interior now is not burning. What is happening is that it is so hot, so the gases are leaving. The gases in the fabric, the gases in the wood is leaving. And we will try to ignite this. Yeah, maybe you saw that. It's possible to ignite like that. And this is called syngas, or pyrolysis gas. And that can be used for, you can burn it, as I showed you. And you can also capture this gas and upgrade it. So now you see the flame from the gases that leaves the container. And now a process that is called pyrolysis takes place, and that means that it's an oxidation without oxygen, because there is no oxygen coming into this container. Normally when you have a fire like this, fire here in this, you have oxygen supply, so then you have flames. But in this container you have no oxygen. So what is formed in here? Three things are formed, and that's gases, which I've seen here. It is biochar and tar, a type of bio oil. So that's the three products that are formed in this process. And you can use all of these products to upgrade or burn or refine and use in different processes. And this this process, this pyrolysis process, it was a very big industry in the Nordics during mainly the 19th century. The concept is you dig a hole in the ground, you fill it with fat wood. You induce a pyrolysis process, and then you tend to it, and then you collect the tar. And the tar was exported all around Europe. It was a huge industry before the forest industry that we have today, because the fleets around Europe and in the world, the fleets with wooden ships, needed huge amounts of tar. So let's take this out, let it cool. So let's have a look inside. This is what you end up with. This is the charred material. So this is the wood, and this is now what some of you recognize. This is what is called char cloth, charred fabric. And this I will show you what we can use, how we can use to make fire. And this can also be used to make fire, but we will use it for another purpose. Okay, you know, we did this. This is the char cloth, charred jeans. This is flint and steel. So this is a piece of flint, and this is a steel, carbon steel, high carbon steel. And do like this. You have to prepare a little nest, bird's nest as you call it, which I have showed in another video. Then I take some hemp fibers, put it down here. What's the quality of this char cloth? Because it actually varies. Put it like this, and the thing is, what you're doing, you find a sharp edge on the flint, and when you do like this, you see there are sparks forming, and you cannot make fire with the sparks. They won't they won't ignite the wood. So you need something to catch the spark, and char cloth is used to catch the spark. It is very good at catching small low temperature sparks. So we'll see. Take another edge here. Now, here, see that we catch the spark. And it glows. It glows. Take this glowing char cloth and we put it into this nest like this. You see? Like that. We can also blow on it to supply some oxygen to it. See? Yeah, like that. So, look what I did. I burnt a hole in my sweater. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. And when you make fire like this, you have many sparks flying, so you have to be careful. And as I mentioned earlier, this is probably 100% artificial fabric, so it like melts away. So let's take a piece of biochar and dig a little hole somewhere, maybe here. This, like that. And what we do now, we take the biochar, we put it here, okay, and we cover it with soil, like that. So, yes, what I wanted to say with this biochar burying was that we just created a carbon sink. A carbon sink. What is a carbon sink, you might ask? I told you that I tried to explain that the the trees capture carbon from the atmosphere. So, and they store it in the wood. And when we char this material, we take away everything except the coal. So this biochar is 95% coal, pure coal. And it's very stable. It will not be degraded. It is the bonds are very strong. So the molecules are very strongly bound together. So it won't degrade. So then you can bury this coal in the ground and it will stay there. And that is what is called a carbon sink, carbon sequestration. And another benefit of putting carbon into the ground is that biochar has very good properties when it comes to soil amendment. It enhances the soil, improve the soil. It will improve your gardening skills without being skilled, I guess. Yes. Thank you for joining me today. Glad for that, and I hope you. Nice to have you here. Well, let's take a coffee and a small chat before we say goodbye. Okay. So a nice side effect of being out, not looking for anything special, is that's when you find it. Here we have what I talked about in an earlier video, the gold of the woods. This is what you want to find. Perfect. We will eat those with the lunch today. Hope you also can enjoy a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you want to have. I'm very glad for this, except from the biochar. I'm very glad for this. My mushrooms. So that's it. Very glad you could join me, and I hope you want to join me also next time. And please, if you like this, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care, have a nice week, nice day, or a nice night, or what time zone you're in. So, see you next time.